Welcome to another video. And as usual, before I get started, go ahead and smash that like and subscribe if you are new to this content. And to my current subscribers, I appreciate you guys more you know. Let's just get right to it. The Safemoon price right now is 30134. Bitcoin is at 27,000. And let's just talk about Safemoon for a minute. Safemoon is actually trending right now with over 115,000 posts. That may not seem as much, but that shows relevant. There's been a lot of posts that, hey, is Safemoon dead? And this and that. Safemoon is well and alive and is actually building. Safemoon has passed the construction phase. Safemoon is now up to what is known as the 99th floor right now, where they're now getting to that point where they're going to soon become a skyscraper. And a lot of people are actually not aware what's happening in Safemoon. So as Safemoon continue to trend and more people that keep talking about Safemoon and hashtagging Safemoon, the word is going to get out. The thing about marketing is that you have to constantly repeat that same commercial or that same ad or a sign, whatever, on a repeated, repetitious manner that people get to see it. And then they will look into it. Let me give you an example. We know that the billboard is actually down there in Times Square in New York. It has been there for roughly about 2 years. And many people will come and go. Very few people look at it because when I did see it, I did see a lot of people standing by taking pictures, but a lot of them were not really taking pictures and paying attention to the Safemoon sign. But there's still a fraction of those millions of people that are walking past and they're seeing that barcode and they're scanning that. There are a lot of curious people. And when they do have a chance and they sit down, they'll go ahead and investigate and see what Safemoon is all about. And it's at that time, they'll get to learn a lot about crypto. Yes, they're going to have to learn how to go ahead and buy Safemoon. So having that billboard there is actually really, really good. It's costing Safemoon over $600 and some thousand over a period of 2 years just to have that there alone. So that marketing is working. Now, a lot of people say, hey, the sign is there, but why is the price not high enough? Okay, if you guys watch different commercials on television, you might see a Pepsi or Coke or whatever commercial that's coming on, Sprite, different cereal type of commercials, and it's the marketing, the familiarity, the repetition of those ads that keep running that's keeping that product relevant. And this is what you do. You may not get the immediate sales projection or sales revenue right away, but it's over a period of time where somebody keeps seeing that ad and then they go and tell somebody about that ad. Hey, I saw the Safemoon ad. What is Safemoon? I saw this ad actually in Times Square. A lot of people knows what Safemoon. There are going to be a lot of people probably going to talk negative about it, but the fact that that person who actually went ahead and scanned that logo that's on the billboard, those same person can then take the initiative if they want to get involved. They'll do their research. So this is what you have to do if you want to get the word out. So yes, 115 to roughly 120,000 posts may not seem like a lot to people because Coinbase also has over 1 million trending posts right now, and that may seem insignificant compared to Safemoon, but that means that Safemoon actually is alive and well, and a lot of people are still confident and excited at the same time with Safemoon because Safemoon is building. Okay, Safemoon will continue to build just how Binance is constantly building, Coinbase is constantly building, and Ripple. All of those companies are constantly building because they want to continue to stay up with cutting edge technology and come up with new innovative ideas to go ahead and attract even more customers and consumers to go ahead and utilize their product. So, number one, Sam Bankman-Fried. Okay, for those of you, the case actually started, and the attorneys are now talking about the case and how Sam Bankman-Fried was actually and team were actually taking a part of the business of the plane as the plane was flying, or building the plane while it was flying. Now, when Sam Bankman-Fried did launch the FTX exchange in the Bahamas, guys, I'm from the Bahamas. It would launch in the Bahamas. It was located on the western end of Nassau, Bahamas, in a very exquisite area where billionaires and yachts would come in through a more of a channel into an area where there were apartments that were roughly close to $30,000 to $40,000 a night, and it was surrounded in a gated community. Most of you guys have probably watched Ben Armstrong. He actually went down there and actually tried to do a show and tried to talk to Sam, and it was not successful. But it's a really high-end, exquisite neighborhood. Even Tiger Woods has a golf course not even about a mile away from there. So the entire area is for the rich. Billionaires hang out. They don't even go into the downtown area of the Bahamas because in that area they have their very own downtown, and the homes around there start around the $40 million mark, and the yachts that pull up are over value close to 20, 30, 40 million dollars a piece. So to let you guys know, he has positioned himself around the wealthy. Now, the office that his FTX location or corporate office is located, the Bahamas does not have a mailing system very similar to here in the United States, where you have a postman or a post lady moving around and delivering your mails. We don't. You have to go and get your mails from a post office. Sam Bankman-Fried paid to have FedEx fly in his mails from the United States and packages on a day-to-day basis. And then they had their very own form of a UPS or the FedEx truck delivered just to the FTX location. So he had his cake and he ate it, and it actually made FTX actually rose. Now, I saw at one point FTX price was up to roughly $135, okay, to now seeing it being a fraction of a penny. And for those of us who were not aware, like myself, was not actually privy to the information, knowing that FTX was going to be launched in the Bahamas, to see where it started from to where it is, I'm sure a lot of people got wealthy, as well as Sam Bankman-Fried. Now, how did we get here? The way in which how they state the case in reference to SBF and team is that it was roughly a card game. They were running it based pretty much on a lie to go ahead and bring in even new investors. Now, the Centralized Exchange was running very, very well. It was actually being mentioned on CNBC. We saw big-time billionaires on Shark Tank. Mr. Wonderful actually was affiliated with them because he saw monies there, and they actually used him as a spokesman at one point. And they all got paid. Athletes, football players, many different athletes, tennis pros actually were part of the commercial, as well as heads of governments here in the United States were actually being given monies to help lobby, as well as he had a good affiliation with them. So he was well connected. The money was actually being moved around to go ahead and make things happen. So what happened is that once the news was released that, CZ went ahead and said, hey, I'm taking my money off. CZ was one of the first people to go ahead and raise a flag that there were some issues in reference to FTX. He's taken off $1 billion, and it caused a little bit of a bank run. The bank run turned into a snowball effect, and as a result, the bank run continued and the empire actually collapsed. A lot of the teammates tried to scatter around the world, but Sam Bankman-Fried stayed in the Bahamas. Most of you guys know the story, and the Bahamas ended up giving him up. Long story short is that he's going to be going away for a long time. Nice guy in character, but as far as in personality, but in character, the way Rich Hardy ran his business, it was based on a lie. The fact that it basically defrauded a lot of people out of their money. And what I'm coming back to, for all of those persons that are talking bad about Safemoon and all of these different things, okay? They cannot compare Safemoon to FTX. FTX has climbed the mountain. It has actually defrauded people on a large scale, and I'm talking billions. I think it's over 3 to 4 plus or 27 plus $billion in our funds that actually been lost. A lot of wealthy investors had their money on FTX. Okay, it was an exchange that I have never used, but it has actually wrecked a lot of people, very similar to how it was here in the United States with Bernie Madoff. Now, Sam Bankman-Fried actually, right now, I think it's the largest fraud situation here in the United States. So he's going to go away for a very, very long time. And the thing is that Safemoon is building, and a lot of people are not looking at where Safemoon is coming from. They're looking at the negativity. You look at Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX, that is called negativity. You look at Mr. Legend with Safemoon, that is negativity. Safemoon went ahead and regrouped, okay? Shrunk the team down to basically a skeleton and restructured the entire organization for the main fact that they wanted people that they can trust. You need allies whenever you're running a company. You don't have time to run a business and have meetings and have somebody leak information out and then come right back and go ahead and stab you in the back and defraud the consumers while working for your company. You do not want that. Any person that's under that umbrella of Safemoon, yes, you want them to sign an NDA. And those NDAs are pretty strict. No, we don't see those, but I'm sure you do not leak information. You do not do these things. And even after you leave the company, you're under a clause that you cannot talk about Safemoon for, it can be up to roughly 2 years. we'll see that a lot of people that will leave Safemoon, they will go on different Twitter space and they will trash Safemoon. And I'm trying to say to myself, okay, so you've done that. What reference are you going to be looking for or looking to get whenever you run ahead and trash a company? So it says a lot about that person's character when they go ahead and talk bad about a company. Many people get terminated from different jobs, but you have to be careful how you burn your bridges, because somebody's going to recognize you and know about you when you go to that next job, because every 5 person is somebody that can potentially be connected to the person that you're working with on that job, no matter how small the company is. So your reputation on the line. So Safemoon does not need to worry about reputation, because we did have a history. We've heard what happened in the past. We've heard about YouTubers and all that speculations about them selling and dumping. Okay, we've moved on to version 1. There's been an old tired story and videos that talk about Safemoon. Safemoon have actually rebranded themselves. They pretty much changed their logo, basically, and rebranded. And people still are trying to see if they can FUD Safemoon. But you know what? There's nothing to FUD about when there's so much positivity as Safemoon keep building. We have our own merch that actually just laugh at those FUDders. And I get crazy comments saying that your videos suck and this and that. They can bring the comments. But the thing about it is that as an investor, nobody can tell me how to spend my money. And I hope you guys feel the same way. If you are passionate and you do believe that you have a really, really nice home, nice car, nice clothes, nice shoes, nobody can tell you, because it is your money that actually went ahead and invested in that. And they can say, okay, I don't like your shoes because it's green. Hey, did you pay for it? No, you did not. I love green because it reminds me of money. And that's why I got that. So what may not be something that somebody else like might be something that you enjoy. So for those of you that are hearing negativity about Safemoon, just know that you took the initiative to go ahead and invest in Safemoon. It is your money. You go to work for that 8+ hours a day in, day out. You're doing the day-to-day grind on the hamster wheel. You're paying your bills on time. You're investing for your future. Nobody should tell you that your project that you invested in, that's like saying you got an apartment complex, a 4-plex or an 8-plex, and somebody tell you that's a bad investment. Okay, that's a bad investment, but I'm making money off my tenant. I paid off my 8-plex or 4-plex. What if I give you the money? Are you going to take it? They would most likely take the money, but they want to tell you that your investment's a bad investment. Do not listen to those people, because a lot of the people, I'm going to give you guys the facts, a lot of people that are flooding projects, those very people are the ones that are struggling financially, and they do not want to see you guys get to that next level, because it's going to pain them, because they actually are terrible investors. They most likely put their money on certain things, and the monies that they have right now is pennies on the dollar to the money that you have invested in your projects. And they are very, very disgruntled that there's a chance that you can go ahead and get a massive return on an investment. And they don't want to wake up on a day to see the Safemoon family, army, new investors posting screenshots of the money that they made of Safemoon. 20, 30, 40,000. Some people showing 300,000. Some people saying life-changing money, $1 million, $2 million. They do not want to see that, because if they do see that, the group of people that normally have their little meetups on Twitter Spaces, it's gonna hurt their feelings. They will have nothing negative to say about Safemoon. You know why? They're gonna be the same people that's buying Safemoon, and the person that's opening up those negative Twitter Spaces, it might be as much as 2 people. And in the Safemoon space, there'll probably be 5, 6, 7, 2 plus 10,000 people in that space. It'll get to a point where the Safemoon army is going to have to say, hey guys, let me be the one that's holding the Twitter space. We can't have too many Twitter spaces talking about Safemoon. Let's all just bring it all together. That day is coming. And for those of you guys that are representing the Safemoon family here and doing the Twitter spaces, kudos to you guys. That's a lot of work. I'm on the other end fighting the battle with you guys as well as one of the army members, getting the word of you guys on this front while you guys go ahead and tackle and get the word out on that front. So we are all a part of the alliance together, bringing in the new investors to get Safemoon as widely known as possible, because we do know what is coming, and it's coming around the Christmas month. So make sure you guys are ready for what's happening, because some of you guys are going to get a really, really nice Christmas gift, okay? I don't know what that gift is going to be, but it's going to be laced with money. So let's just segue for a minute here, okay? We know the SEC actually got rejected again by Judge Torres in reference to appealing the ruling for the Ripple XRP case. Now, you know what? All of these unsuccessful tries that the SEC legal team is trying, you know, at the end of the day, if you have an employee that you actually hired to do a job, okay, or you have an attorney to go ahead and fight a case for you constantly, and they're constantly losing and costing you money. Remember, it's using the United States taxpayers' money to go ahead and fight these cases. Millions and millions of time and effort researching information and getting this and delivering these cases to the lawyer to go ahead and have the judge say, rejected. What do you do with that person? That person should be terminated. Gary Gensler, at some point, they need to bring another man up to go ahead and deal with this whole situation, because he's losing every battle, which is great for crypto. And at this point in time, you need to stop using the taxpayers' money, stand down, and let crypto do its thing. Do we need regulations? Yes, we do. But we need to go after those people who have stolen money, go track those people down and get that money, put those people in jail that stole from people around the world, not just only here in the United States. Go and get them and bring them to justice, like what you guys are doing to Sam Bankman-Fried right now. So guys, if this video is adding value, go ahead, like, share, and subscribe. Support the channel. Buy me a cup of coffee. You know, I've got maybe just 2 cups of coffee, so guys, you know, if you watch the video, I normally do videos while I drink a cup of coffee. And if I'm getting enough coffee being purchased, I'll do a video with my nice cup and say, hey, I'm enjoying my cup of coffee. But I enjoy doing these videos to let you guys know that we are on a journey to the moon, okay? We will be there. Who's going to be with us? How many of you guys' bags are packed? I know mine is packed, all right? I just need to get the wheels working properly, because when that day does come, okay, it's going to be an amazing time. I might be smiling a lot on the video as we approach that time. It's going to be beautiful. You know, we see Solana prices running up. That community is really excited. We see XRP, that community is excited as well, because I'm an XRP holder as well. We saw what SHIB did. For those of you that were around to see the rise of SHIB, we know Safemoon rise and made millions for a lot of people. But if you're seeing how the SHIB army responded and how happy they were, people made millions. Even some got $2-3 million. A lot of people did well, and a lot of those people that I know of invested that money wisely, and they are reaping off that money today. So you guys keep that in mind. There's a lot to be happening very, very soon. Do not let anybody sway you from your financial investment, because it's that investment that's going to take you into those golden ages. And for one thing, I need to let you guys know, make sure you are diversifying, and keep in mind, none of the information I'm giving you guys is financial. Investment comes with a risk. But if you believe in something and you know that your money is secured and you can actually see the projection and where your money is going to go, okay? That's the most comfortable feeling in the world that you can have. And that's why you want to rest assured, because I saw a lot of things in reference to Safemoon that you can see source codes. You know, a while back, yes, I was one of those guys that actually saw the link to the AWS site, and it actually had the Safemoon exchange on it, all right? And I was excited to see it, and I just wanted somebody to see it. So I actually was able to decipher, and I found the link. It was on an Amazon share site. It was the path was along, and I'm like, wow, I'm looking at the exchange here. It was in a pilot form, and I was like, but of course we didn't have a login. It was more of a template, but it was to the point where you could see different pairings and all that different stuff. I will not be releasing that information again, whatever I find. So I am seeing a lot right now. And, you know, I think I'm going to keep it quiet. And hey, Tony from Safemoon, if you look back in your DMs that I send you, you're one of the first person I've actually sent that link to. So when I say I've seen codes, I'm seeing codes now for Safemoon. I'm seeing a lot of things, and I'm not going to share what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing a lot. And that's why you guys need to be bullish. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Until I see you guys again, you guys have a wonderful day, and peace.